Hi, welcome to our masterclass on how to create a digital fashion collection from scratch. We are Audaces, a global leader in fashion technology. Our solutions cover the entire fashion process from concept to production with software and hardware to support every stage. I'm Fernanda Costa from the marketing team and I'll be your host for this session. We're excited to bring you a step-by-step guide on creating a digital fashion collection at no cost, using the key features of our creative package. And when I say no cost, I really mean it. With the right technology, you can plan, design, and approve your collections digitally without any fabric samples. You can test prints, colors, details as many times as you like, saving time and money. All of this is possible thanks to our creative solutions, Audaces ISA, Audaces Fashion Studio, and Audaces Idea. Audaces ISA streamlines collection management with Fashion PLM technology. You can centralize all your data on a single platform and track progress in real time. Audaces Fashion Studio enables 3D design, giving you everything you need to create and approve garments digitally. Meanwhile, Audaces Idea has all the tools you need to create flat sketches 50% faster, integrating with tech packs and generate automatic pre-cost. Our specialists, Camille, Tom, and Natalie, will walk you through the tools in each solution. Now, I'll hand it over to the experts to get us started. Camille, it's all yours.
Hello everyone, I'm Camille and I'm the product owner of Audaces. A little bit about me. I worked as a designer in the fashion industry and I also had my own brand. And now I'm using all this knowledge that I've learned through these years to develop the best solutions when it comes to fashion PLM here in Audaces. We all know that the development of a collection requires a lot more than just creativity, and this is where the fashion PLM plays its part. Audaces ISA is a platform that offers complete solutions for fashion collection planning and management. And with it, you have the ability to organize and control the entire development process in an integrated and efficient way, from the initial concept to the final production. So let's start. I'll show you the collections page. And this is where you can manage all the collections you're working at the same time. Also, you can finish them, so the data is still on the system, but you are no longer working on it. I'll show you how you can create your collection in the platform so you can start using it. You can come here on this button and add all the details you want on it. As I have already created one to show you on this masterclass, I'll come over here and click on this edit button, and then I'll come to the same page as I was when I was creating a new collection. Here I already have all the information I fill out when I created this collection, such as the name and the season, release year, the brand. I can also add the budget and the currents, such as the responsible, and also the properties that are the information that I'm gonna use on my collection and to give the information that I need on the process of developing the collection on each model. Other things I can add on my collection are the colors. I have already added them here and named them. I can also do the same with the prints and add them here. And one thing I haven't done, I'm gonna do it now, is to add a cover to my collection. I use a composition I've made with all the models I'm gonna work on this collection, but this is where you can put the mood board or anything that is serving as the reference for your collection. When I click here on the next, on the schedule page is where I can create new cycles, and the cycles can be the way I'm dividing my collection in deliveries. In this case, I'm gonna name my cycle the month that I'm delivering this part of the collection. And this is where I can also set the number of items I'm gonna deliver in this cycle. And I can set the start and the end date of the process that I'm gonna do in this collection. Also, I can set the steps that I'm gonna work during the process, and I can also define the start and the end date for each step. The steps can also be defined, and I'll show you later how I can do this. And when I click here on finish, and then I'm here on the collection page, and this is where I have the collection divided by the mixes, and in each mix I have my items, and this is something I have prepared earlier, but you can always come here on the edit mix button, and this is where I can create new mixes and add new models to each mix. I decided to separate my mix through sets, jackets, and tops, but you can always do the way your company works, the way that you are used to work with your models. When I come here on a model, I'm gonna open this one. This is where the properties that I defined earlier appears, and I have already fulfilled them. And this is where I can also add some images to my model. These were made in Fashion Studio that Tom will show you later. And I can also approve and reject my models in this page. When I come over here on the settings and item properties, I can also set the properties that I defined earlier on the collection settings, and I can use the default properties that already come with my system, and I can also create a new group of properties that are the ones that my company is gonna work with. I can do the same thing in collection settings with the steps. I can use the default steps that come with my system, and I can also create a new group of steps to use on my collection, the steps that make sense to the way I'm used to work. And then I'll come over here, back to my collection. This is it. And when I come to the overview vision, this is where I can finish my steps and add some appendices or revisions on it. And is also where I can upload files from other systems of Audaces. This is an important thing to tell you, is that you can upload here Fashion Studio files and Audaces idea files, and you can also, when you make a change on your file, you can come here and you go on the file icon, and this is where the versions of my files are. So I can edit some file on Audaces idea, and then I upload it here, and then I'll have the new version of the file, so my team can see that I made some changes and be aware of the newest version. I can also see the PDF of the file that I've uploaded, so I can always check the files that I made on the desktop solutions and online. And when I come here on my properties, I can also have some properties that are related to the tech pack information, such as materials cost, activities cost, pre-cost, and this information all came from my Audaces idea file. I can also have this information updated here on my properties of my model. These are some of the many features we have in ISA, and I hope it can be useful for your collection planning and management. And other thing important to tell is that you can access ISA through your mobile devices, through the browser on your phone or your tablet, and this makes much easier to track collections and check informations when away from the company. I'll now hand it over to my colleague Tom, who will show you how to work with these beautiful designs in Fashion Studio.
Hi everyone, my name is Tom and it's a pleasure to be here with you today. I worked in the fashion industry for 12 years now, and for 10 years I was directly responsible for product creation and development in different brands. So now I am the product owner of Audaces Fashion Studio, and I'll be giving you today a brief presentation on how the system works and how it can be a game changer for you and your collection creation workflow. Fashion Studio is a 3D software where you can bring your imagination to life. To create within Fashion Studio, you don't need to know nothing about pattern making, as creations here are made throughout scooping and pulling and inflating mechanic. So even without working with pattern making, using Fashion Studio will bring you benefits such as validation, shapes and textures, validation to prints, proportions, colorways, improve your creativity to generating custom prints and also to generating realistic photos and more. So now I'm gonna share my screen with you to start demonstrating how we can use Fashion Studio to do all these things. So this is the first view of the system when we open up the software. To create a new file, we just have to click in the file option and then new. And here we can set our mannequins, our avatars. So here we have our mannequin configuration panel when you can choose the type of mannequin you want to work with. You can choose kids, also female and male options, but also we have different ethnicities and different body sizes. So when you are creating something here in Fashion Studio, you can be more realistic with your main customer. That said, I brought a ready-made model to present to you today. So I'm going to the file option and I will search in the recent documents my file to work on it. And this is the garment that I have pre-made for you. Before we start working with the tools, I'm gonna show you our libraries because here we have garments, pre-made garments where you can download and use as a base model for your creations. Also, we have fabric patterns creating with our AI solution. We have also fabric textures and denim washes, also streams and seams options to really improve your garment. So now we are looking into the silhouettes line to go out the editing mode and to see our complete garment. We can just press here in the pen option. And now we are out of the editing mode and we can see our garment in full screen. In the right menu, we have some options to configure our layers, also our colors and our colorways. Here I have made some six colorways, and to see the different options, we just need to go ahead and click to select the new options we want to see. We can also go down in our menu to press enable a turntable and we can see our garment in a 360 visualization. And now I'm gonna show you how easy it is to create different colorways in Fashion Studio. To do that, we're going to press create a new model variant and automatically the new variant will appear in the menu. So as we pre-select the gray variant before, now we have the same visualization, but we can edit by selecting all those pieces of our trouser in our jacket, and then we can edit the color by clicking in outside. Now we want to do the same with the jacket. Remember to click in outside. If not, you will change only the inner side of the garment. Now we have our blank option, and we need now to remove the texture, the fabric texture. To do that, we can select the layer you want to edit, and going into texture, we can simply remove the selected texture. See, now we're gonna do the same with the trousers. And now we have our garment full in black. Now I'm gonna show you how to use our AI to create new prints and to add in this new colorway option. So here in Audaces Sophia, we have three windows option. In this moment, we are going to work with the preach window. Here in this field, we have to write our prompt. I'm gonna just pass my prompt, and then I need to select if I want a local print or a fabric pattern. Also, I can choose a style for my creation. I will choose Knitted and then generate. Now we have to wait 2 minutes to our creation be ready. Now we have our print done. And to save in the image library, just clicking save and then save into image to library. You can choose the direct library you wanna attach this new print, and then name it. Um, Press OK, and it will appear automatically in the user library. To apply, just select the garment and then double click the new texture. Now we have the texture applied. To the trousers, I'm going to use a black color. Also, I'm going to use black YouTube color here. See how easy it is to create these different options and colorways? Just to bring more realistic effect in my creation, I'm going to search in the fabric texture some fabric that represents better my creation. So I'm gonna choose this canvas, and we can see if you zoom it. Also, in the trousers, I'm going to use the same texture. Here we have our new colorway done, and let's see we can do more. If we open Sophia again, now we can go into the runway option, and we can choose to remove or not the background, and to choose a closer view or not. So I'm going to select remove background. Also, we can choose different pose options, and then we are done. We can click in generate realistic images. So here we have the final result of rendered images. You can create as much images as you like. And if you are happy with the final rendered images, just click save image and then search in your window path to save it. And to finish the Audaces Sophia demonstration, I'm just going to show you how you can improve your creativity by using the Recreate tool. Here we can write your comments to the AI, to the AI. So I'm just gonna go on with Temp Suite, and then I can use the creativity bar to set how much I'm gonna improve the creativity in this garden. So as you can see, Sophia uses your creation try another option to show you other options with the same shape. Using your idea, you can create different and new options to use in your collection. So the same way as we done before, you can save images or delete it all if you want. Also, you can choose the front or the back handle. And now, just to finish our moment here, I'm going back to the brown letter option. And last but not least, I'm gonna show you guys how you can use show on runway to see your garment walking into the catwalk. You just have to click show on runway and wait until your file is ready. So here in Fashion Studio Runway, you can see your garment in catwalk, as I said before. And also we can change some configurations here to see our garment walking into uh, the whole line. So we can choose the camera you want to see it. So finally, thank you guys for the opportunity of being in this masterclass and to showcase Fashion Studio. Now I'm gonna hand over to my colleague Natalie, who will teach you a little about idea, Audaces idea. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, my name is Nathalie. I am responsible for Audaces Idea, and I've been working on the fashion industry for about 15 years, and also working with outsourcing and development of garments. So I have an overview of the importance of a tech pack making. On Audaces Idea, you can make the tech packs that will be the main document for your garment production. It is really important to have a neat communication throughout the whole stakeholders, even if you make it inside your company or if you outsource it, so you have suppliers that will make your garments. It is a document that will be useful for quality control and to production consistency. So that's important to have a document with all the detailed information of your garment for each garment of your collection. So now let's go to Audaces idea so I can show you how to make a tech pack from scratch. So this is idea interface, and that's where you're gonna work your full tech pack. We have several tools for drawing, and it's really easy to draw in Audaces idea. I have previously drawn my tailor set here, but I want to show you guys how to use, for example, the mural shapes. So I will select one form and I will select the mirror shapes, select the center part of the shape. So everything I make on one side, as you can see, will replicate to the other side. So let's pretend I want to make an insert on the back of my sleeve. As you see, everything I make on one side replicates to the other side, and if I move anything here, it will move on the other side as well. Another thing that I want to show you guys is, for example, if I want to add a croco pattern to this garment, I have several textures below here. So with the right button, I will press and click on repeating pattern print and insert. And I only need to add to all the parts that I want. And as you can see, it replicates into a pattern. Now I have represented the texture I want on my style, and I can move to the second page to show you guys how to use Audaces Sophia, our artificial intelligence, to bring it to life. So I already copied this model I made before, so I can show you guys how Sophia works in IDEA. So I'll just need to select the Blazor separately and click on Audaces Sophia. Now I can, that's optional, but I can write down a prompt to help Sophia understand what I want. So I'll write down Proco letter Blazor and click on generate. And as you can see, the magic will happen and I'll have a realistic image of the Blazor I just drew. And as you can see, we have a realistic version of our draw with all the specific letter information we wrote down. Let me just adjust it so it fits on the page. I'll do the same with the pens now. Select the pens, Audaces Sophia, Proco letter pens, generate. So as you can see, you have, with just a few clicks, a realistic version of what your prototype will look like after it's actually sewn. It's an amazing option to approve your garments before even making them. Another important page on your tech pack is the technical drawing with all the details needed to be clarified to all the stakeholders. For example, where your label is going to be placed, the size of the buttons, and the details of pants, and what's like the pockets you want to be made, so your pattern maker also understands what you want as a designer. Also, I have a page with the colorways, which over here I have imported the drawings Tom made previously on Audaces Fashion Studio, so I have different colorways for the same style. I can also have a page of it. Now, something really important is to have all the detailed materials and its cost, so I can have a pre-cost of my prototype before even making them. Here on the right side, you can see I have all the detailed information of the trims and also the fabrics, and I have several properties here on the properties editors as well, and that's what will make the automatic chart for materials and will give me a pre-cost beforehand. So I know this style will cost around 179 for example, and that's an important information for manufacturers, either if you make it inside your company or if you are a supplier and you have to give prices to your buyer. That's really something important to have this pre-cost before even making prototypes, so you don't waste materials if you didn't reach the costs you want to reach before making it. Another important thing to have on your tech pack is the activities and what it will cost. It will also impact on the final cost of your garment. So it's important to detail that on the references tree over here. Something amazing about Audaces is that we are a platform and our systems are fully integrated. So to bring information from patterns that you can make on Audaces patterns, you can actually bring all those informations into your tech packs. So for example, I will import the patterns we made for this style, and I'll go with the right mouse button, insert reference, and I will reach for this tailoring set. And I'll reach to the tailoring set. Open. And as you can see, the chart of patterns automatically fills all the information that I preset. And I can also add the image of your patterns on your tech pack. So as you can see, I have all the patterns, different patterns detailed, and it's easier to communicate with other areas with pattern making and also with the cutting sector of your company. We also have Audaces Marker, and that's where you're gonna make the marking of your fabric. And it's also an automatic importation you can make here and have these automatic charts and the image of your markers as well. So these are some of the things you can do on Audaces IDEA. You can basically make everything you need and document everything you want on a full tech pack. And I hope you guys can try it and that you like it. I'll see you next time.
And this brings us to the end of our session. I hope you enjoyed our masterclass and feel inspired to incorporate technology into your work. To apply what you've learned, download the Audaces 360 platform using the link in the video description. You get a free 15-day trial to explore its features, and if you want to master our software, I invite you to explore Audaces Academy, our training platform. Also, if you've made it this far, we have a special bonus for you. Send a short paragraph about what you found most interesting in this class to marketing@audaces.com, and we'll send you a certificate to add to your resume. Check the video description for all the details and stay connected with us on social media. Thanks for joining. See you next time.